Welcome back to Friendsim. I have gotten the fifth volume. So that's 4 more trolls I gotta do. I'm really waiting for this guy. Um, so let's get into this. Fresh from your most recent bout of gratuitous bodily injury, touching scenes of commandeer, you soldier on. You've had a few setbacks, made a couple silly choices. Boy, do things just keep happening. But let nobody say that you, the main character, are incapable of growth and change. You've made sure. Sorry. You've made sure not to be caught in the wilderness near dawn again. You have made your way back to civilization. You can't wait to discover what new adventures await you. Adventures like friendship. To do the other rust blood, or to do the teal blood. Hmm. Kind of have a pattern going on, so I'll just go with this. You wander down a street, not too demolished looking part of town, but you don't really take much of it in. You're not looking where you're going. This is an elementary mistake, especially on a planet where everything that exists seems to be on the spectrum of engineered specifically for murder to could be a weapon in a pinch. But you've got a lot on your mind. And now, as the car, these guys probably have some ridiculous word, but you haven't learned it. You haven't noticed slams into you. Ah, we got hit by a car. Way to die. Sending you flipping heads over your feet, and you add a few new concerns to your list, your bones and organs. The sound of the driver yells, "Watch where you're going, lump squirt chugger," fades as they drive away, and you assess their situation. You stretch each limb in turn, which you gotta say doesn't feel great. You've landed in a bush, which is covered in sharp spines. Your arms and legs also work, though when you do an experimental cough, no blood comes out. Pretty lucky, you think. Yeah, our ribs are still broken. We haven't healed those yet. You may have refined or redefined what luck means by this point in your journey, but you'll take what you can get. So much damage. Hopefully by the end of all these volumes that we finally get fully healed and we have a party or something. You don't figure that luck will extend to the driver turning around to help you out of this bush. Your gaze meeting and sparkling inanimate, intense connection that leads to a beautiful lifelong friendship. But you let yourself hope. After a few minutes of struggle, the answer to your fromity daydreams comes to focus above you, the figure outlined by the spiny leaves of your plant prison in the glow of the moons. The troll you see isn't the driver of the car, but you don't care. Your heart is beating wildly with your continued lucky streak. But why are there words up there? Hello. You seem to have fallen victim to a Clyde and Scumper. Hit and run. Woo. With that scuttlebug buggy back there. $5 introduction fee. What? Have you contacted your personal legislator? If not, I'd like to offer my service. My name is Tagora Gorlick, but please call me Gorgur. I'm here for you. For a normal fee, of course. Let's see what's going on. I want to translate that. He pulls a business card from his sleek teal vest and offers it to you with a precise flick of the wrist. His claw beds are perfect. You try again to sit up. Buoyed. Thank you. By this offer for assistance. He is some type of doctor, maybe? Or a lawyer. It doesn't matter, really. He's probably a lawyer. Because he said he was here for you. Those words go right ahead and burn themselves into the softest chamber of your heart. You start telling him your plight thus far, reaching up through the bramble towards this beacon of hope. This guy seems trustworthy. No. That's just not your lack of opinion talking, you swear. As you ship, the moonlight shines on you. He steps back briefly, dropping the cart. The one eye that's not covered by a super product infused hair opens wide. He recovers. He was not expecting an alien, was he? Smoothing his hands down his chest and straightening up. Clearing his throat as he continues to explain. You're what? Ah, yes, an alien. I knew that. I've done work with aliens before, so your situation shouldn't be an issue at all. He's charging us. Everyone deserves an equal opportunity to represent by me. In fact, we may be able to use this in our favor for a larger cash settlement. It depends on your angle. Here, try moving your chug column, my throat. Oops. Give me a second here, guys. Why did we get charged 10? You aren't sure why this is necessary, but you wiggle your torso, hoping that's right. You've never wanted anything more than your meager existence to follow the specific directive. No, not that. Oh, my neck. You had a little hip wiggle. Hey, I'm friendly and I know what the fuck I'm doing. No, the thing that holds your think pan. Work with me. Confusion and indulgement. You continue to what you hopes is full of the words. You open with part of a troll friendship ritual, shimmying various parts of your anatomy deeper into the bush until you get to your neck. He claps your hands together. There we go. That one hurt, didn't it? Definitely a case of column snap, which can get us a decently hefty restitution. Restitution, thank you. Oh boy. Alright. I don't know what that says. And it feels fine, or it doesn't hurt any more than the rest of you, but you give him what you hope is a convincing, painful nod of agreement. Of course, you will need to front the initial legislation costs. We may also have to injure you further to ensure our case is convincing. But you've got to break a few cluck beasts embryos to make a globlet, as you well know. No, I'm not troll. Yes, I think we make a mutual beneficial team. Everyone, you do what it takes to bring out the justice you deserve. So, what do you say? Would you like to help me? Would you like to help me help you? Jesus, we've already racked up 900. He's talking really fast, and you're not sure exactly what to think about your lack of funds or the idea of breaking in your bones. But that's a smile as sharp and shiny and pointed right at you. You want more of it. Lying is not the best way. You thank him profusely for his offer to help and explain that while your situation hasn't exactly left you very rich, you'll pay him back in glorified friendship, the most infinite of researches. Lay it on thick. He seems like a guy who can appreciate a good deal when he sees one. You can't imagine a better deal than this. Fuck, I fucked up. I already know that. You reach both arms up, waiting for him to scoop you out. God, sorry, I don't do charity. Such a shame, too, as working with aliens might make for an interesting day than usual. You're not worth it. He turns on his heels and walks away, his high ponytail swishing behind him. Friendship is not a currency. I knew I screwed up. Alright. Let's try this again. Take 2. Where am I? There we go. Yep, skip all that. And fast forward. Just look at those numbers rise. Tell them about the heaps of money you definitely have. Now, you mentioned how incredibly loaded you are, and how core to your sense of value it is to pay well for good work. That's what we call good business. Now, get out of that prickly frond and let's get you presentable. He watches you flail a few times before he sighs, unbuttons his sleeves, rolls them up to his elbows, each folder crisp and even. It takes a while, but you are good at being patient. There is a 12% cost increase, for instance, of manual labor. It will be all explained in your bill. It's itemized. I'm sure an alien of means such as yourself will be able to handle it. You take his hand and he pulls you up out of the bush. It's kind of a rough day. He's not as strong as he looks, you guess. He glares at you like he's daring you to say shit about it. But you're a quick learner. He cuts you off mid thank you. My office isn't far from here. We can go there and get things started. And by things, that actually means get you clean and sign a lot of vaguely worded yet stringently binding documents. He walks with purpose. You shake off the flora stuck to your various body parts and do your best to catch up. From the outside, his office basically just seems like his hive. You learn a thing or two during this shitstorm of a cultural exchange, though. You gotta play it cool when a potential friend invites you home. You never know what cages or monsters or methods of extrication they might have laying around. And for what you're and you want to prepare for a nice, cheerful look on your face for whatever carnage you're about to be confronted by. Ooh, a ferret. It doesn't work. Your face falls to bewilder hell when walking inside, because all of it's chrome and glass and broad white walls in there. It's like he brought the fanciest looking crate and barrels display room he could find, down to the last useless minimalist accessory, and that never sat down in it. His Lucis, a ferret, is chilling an enormous silver thing that looks halfway between a throne and a play tower. Everything is clean and bright and at the perfect right angles. You can't see any weapons anywhere. It's fucking creepy. You ask him if he just moved in because of the polite conversation seems to be maybe the best thing you can do. In the absence of something specific, you focus on your fear on. You're sort of a little afraid of everything. You're not paying me to learn my life stories unless you'd like to. In that case, no, I've lived here most of my life. I'll go ahead and add that to your bill. Damn. You stare at one of the chairs. Should you sit in it? By all means, do not make yourself at home. Head straight to my ablution trap while I prepare our contract. You really want to connect with this guy, and you like how you just vibed there, and you're just thinking about sitting in your bed, raggled ass in his fancy chair. And you could totally tell you were thinking it, but you don't want to be friends badly enough to walk straight into something with the word trap right there with the name on it, at least pondering it for a second. You become savvier during all this. Take a goddamn bath. But hey, a little more concerned about the trap part as the instructions you received. But hey, at least a trap you know is better than one you don't. And with everything else, you can see a frankly pristine. Has he hidden some evil somewhere? You wonder if it's a dungeon. A dungeon could be cool. The ferret bounds down off its pedestal and jerks its head for you to follow it. You do, because it seems like a regular thing to do. And Tagora is busy on his computer. It leads you to a bathroom, which is just as fancy and clean as everything else you've seen. That is a nice bathroom. The Lucis chitters at you for a second, squirms its big noodle body around, and leaves, shutting the door behind it. You wait a second till it's probably gone before you test the handle. It's unlocked, huh? You wonder what's the point, or, motive might be for leading you to this room until you've turned and see yourself in the mirror. This is some haggard-looking stuff right here, so fair. You're flying by the seat of your pants, but I guess that's... Ugh. I guess maybe you're supposed to take a bath. If not, he'd get pissed and unleash just a ferret on you. Or at least you'll meet your maker nice and clean. You have to switch some indiscriminate goo or blood or something to come out of the faucet in this weird lumpy tub, but thankfully, it's just water. Once you're in, you take a look at the truly inordinate amount of bath products you have at your fingertips. There are 3 shelves of little bottles and soaps and unidentifiable lathersome accessories by the tub alone. There's even more by the mirror. The labels are all gibberish or curse, but you sniff a few and find some floweries and go to town. This is a lot of dialogue in a short amount of time. Don't touch the sparkly one. You take more time than you should in there, but you haven't experienced experienced a moment of luxurious solitude in a bit. Full-time friendship searching can be difficult work. It's good to recharge. Once you're freshly scrubbed and dry, you lather yourself head to toe with some lotion you find in a iridescent vial. Oh no, is that thing right there? Hopefully I won't mind you using it. He wants you to be presentable, and this stuff is sparkly. Sitting feeling rejuvenated as hell, ready to knock this friendship stuff right out of the park. Oh, we fucked up something. You leave your dirty, turned-up clothes on the floor, wrap yourself in one of the many satin bathrobes folded on a shelf, and head back out to find Targora. He's standing in his fur, waiting with some contracts he taps on you. When he sees you, his eyebrow ticks up. I see you went with the Rainbow Drinker Serum full body application. Bold choice. I mean, it's an incredibly rare and expensive product, and I do expect some to be reimburnated, but I won't lie, it works. Oh god. Yeah, sure, that's it. If you don't know, you don't want to let on that you don't know what it is, since he seems impressed. Instead, you give him his ego a little stroke and tell him that you hadn't seen such sumptuous array of self-care accoutrement in so long that you couldn't help yourself. Not everyone takes skincare as seriously as they should. Are we getting, charged by the hour or something? I was explaining why it's going up 10. I assume that you were taking forever because you'd gotten lost, or didn't know how to use an ablution trap. You hadn't considered the possibility that you're just doing your regimen. Noted. Oh, I got $500 off. You heard your arms out to him 2 miles of the well-hided machine you have going on. This time, you're not really even bullshitting. It's actually looking pretty good. Tagora seems like he's struggling. He keeps opening his mouth to say something and changing his mind. He's clutching the documents in his hand like a flotation device. He looks down at them and back at you. I typically only use that particular product to highlight my cheek blades. But there's no real reason you shouldn't apply it more liberally, especially if cost isn't an issue. A little drastic for my personal style, but there is a certain unorthodox glamour to it. The next bit looks a little like it hurt him a bit to get out. Would you like to step outside to see its full effect? You bet your ass you would. You're curious about what it means by effect, but this seems more fun than the signing stuff. He places the documents down on his desk like they're made of glass, not paper. He looks at his Lucis, who just sort of tilts his head to the side. Oh. You look away and give them privacy to do whatever eyeball communication is going on. After a bit, Tagora clears his throat and heads towards the door. You don't comment that the bluish flush of his cheeks, for all the shifts in his demeanor, still seems like he might kick you out on your ass if you try to get too feelingsy with him. Oh gosh, who is coming up with these vocabulary words? You start to glow as soon as you step out into his dark front yard. Not like a light bulb kind of way, but a subtle erythroluminescence. What is this stuff? Now that is a look. I mean, there's still the unfortunate issue of your hornlessness and overall appearance, but the fact that you're still wearing my abulation robe. But it's cutting edge, and I'll give you that. You're almost like a real one. You don't know what that means. Oh, are we gonna do troll cosplay? But you want to roll around internally with the pristine part, and you ask if the look will help your case. Oh, you're right, your case, of course. He bites his lip and looks back in the window at the papers sitting on the desk where he left them. You hope he still wants to represent you, or at least that he'd want to hang out even if it wasn't going to. Come on, Mouse. Why are you giving me issues today? You don't get a chance to prod, though, because right then someone rounds the corner on the sidewalk in front of his hive. Togoro's face immediately shudders into its usual simpering mass. There's an edge of panic around his eyes, though. Wow, Gorgek, what have we here? It's a blue-themed troll, which, if you remember right, means he's fancier guy than Totorga. He's grinning like a troll. Christmas came early. You can feel Totorga vibrating out of his skin next to you. Who even is this guy? When he gets close enough to get a good look at you, he stamps and screeches, "What the blue bulge boiling fuck?" Toguro is frozen, the corner of her mouth pulled back to show his teeth. The new guy is ignoring him in favor of noticing that you, dressed in Totoria's monogrammed leisure wear, if his look is fancy her is anything to go by. You don't really know you really don't know what to make you do it. You should wait for Totorga to get himself together and do the talking, but you're riding the high of him almost seeming like he's enjoying your company. Plus, nothing boosts confidence like looking like a beautiful, spooky angel. Aren't we full of ourselves? So you toss your head, put your best fancy guy voice on, and say, "Hey," or say, "What? Never such a real one before?" You're placing all your chips on this guy knowing something you don't. But when this guy's eyes get seized, he starts stumbling over himself to back away down the sidewalk. And you know it's paid off. Totorga blinks and then jumps right in, picking it directly where you left off. Surely someone as well as informed as yourself knows a rainbow drinker when he sees one. Haha, we convinced them that we're a rainbow drinker. The blue guy doesn't respond with anything more than coherence, or with anything more coherence than a string of yelps as he hightails it back to the way he came. When he's gone, you turn to Totorga and ask him super casually what a rainbow drinker is. He stares at you in stunned silence. Are you telling me you didn't know? You nod. Yeah, that's my face too. And that you ran with it anyways, exploding the fear you picked up on to turn the tide of the delicate encounter to your favor. You shrug. You guess so. You tell Tokoro you hope his friend wasn't too freaked out. Friend? No, I hate that guy. Doesn't everyone have someone like that? There are simply times when being liked by your betters is helpful. Though, technically, fearing me is just as good. Better, maybe. So, you know. Thank you? Totorga laughs is soft. It is not a sound you expected to hear. He's happy because something you did. You can't help it and you start laughing too. Fuck. It was a bit of a rush, wasn't it? How did we do this? It was almost fun. I certainly didn't see it coming anyway. I underestimated you. Please, giant deductible. He gives you an appraising look and then a deep breath. You're so nervous all of a sudden. You feel unbalanced by the precipice of a word I can't say, of what he might be about to say. From one provocator to another, I will let you in on something. I haven't actually encountered an alien before. Oh, sweet relief. You tell him his act was airtight, and as long as everyone's doing the truth thing, you admit you lied a bit too. You actually aren't rich. Yeah, that's clear now. You have the invaluable ability to fake it, though. That's potentially much better. Stop charging me then. Why don't we put your case on hold for the time being? You wouldn't have enjoyed the outcome of our legal system anyways. Preemptive interest on held suit. We can find an alternate means of working off your debt. That's going to continue to indefinitely grow. I think we make a better team than I previously anticipated. With our wits combined, we tackle bigger and better things than trafficking trees. He flexes his hands at his sides, and then in one swift and decisive moment, he extends it out to you. On his face is something close to an honest-to-God, real-ass smile. I've never actually formed a legitimate partnership of any sort before, but I believe this is how it's done. Oh, what do you say? 5% friend discount. The glow in your heart shines brighter than any expensive and still kind of mysterious lotion. You take his hands in your firm, no-nonsense grasp of pure, inexorable joy and shake it. Friendship! Just sign here. Yep, that's definitely how friendship works. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one with Varkus, if that's what his name was. Bye.